And we want to know who the commander of the army of the Lord is when Joshua was praying. Joshua 5 verse 13. And it came to pass when Joshua was by Jericho that he lifted his eyes and looked, and behold, a man stood opposite him with his sword drawn in his hand. And Joshua went to him and said to him, Are you for us or for our adversaries? Verse 14. So he said, No, but as commander of the army of the Lord, I have now come. And Joshua fell to his face to the earth and worshipped, and said to him, What does my Lord say to his servant? So here's my notes. Joshua prostrated himself, falling to the ground to worship the Lord, and said to him, What does my Lord say to his servant? Joshua knew he was in the presence of the Lord our God. So I love it because Joshua was on his face praying to the Father, praying, prostrating himself down, worshiping the Father, praying to the Father, asking the Father for advice, knowledge, wisdom, what he should do with Jericho. And as he was praying, he looked up, and a man stood before him with a sword drawn in his hand. And Joshua said to him, Are you for us or for our adversaries? So Joshua knew who he was because he was in the presence of the Lord. So Joshua knew that he stood before the Lord. Amen and amen to that. Verse 15. Then the commander of the Lord's army said to Joshua, Take your sandals off your foot, for the place where you stand is holy. And Joshua did so. We're going to reference Exodus 2:6. Who else told Moses to take off your sandals because of the ground you stand on is holy ground, right? So we're going to reference this back to Exodus 2:6. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a flame of fire from the midst of the bush. Who is the angel of the Lord? The angel of the Lord is the Son of God, who we know today is AKA Jesus Christ, the Messiah.